Hello, guys. Happy Sunday. Good evening. This is High Priestess Jamila. Make sure that you guys hit that thumbs up on your way in. If you guys need a private reading or a special service, the link to my website is below. All right. So we're going to talk about the Seven of Cups. Okay. So this is the card of the dreamer. This is the card that you get when you have all of these ideas and you have all of these things and desires that you want, but you're not actually able to obtain them at the moment because there's possibly a blockage in that that possibly does have something to do with your emotions, possibly holding on to insecurities, um, and maybe even things from your childhood that may not be serving you. Because, see, this is the difference between an adult and a child. Okay, the difference between a child and an adult is that a child is going to want those things and they're not going to probably be able to do it. They're probably not going to be able to do it because at that moment they're not able to. Maybe they're too young, maybe they're too inexperienced. But an adult is able to, thank you, you guys. Hello, Chad. Hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. But an adult is going to be able to manifest those things. So I wanted to focus on the Seven of Cups today, and I did throw cards around it. And the Four of Pentacles in the reverse position was the first card that came up. This is about deep insecurities that need to be unearthed inside of you. The Four of Pentacles can also represent creativity that may be perverted. The Devil card was right next to it. Now, see, the Devil can either free you or contain you. Okay, the Devil can either put you in bondage, or then the Devil can also release you. Okay, So, okay, so the next card is the Eight of Swords in the reverse position. So, how this card ties into the Seven of Cups is where you've got subconscious blockages. Most of the time, and this is what the devil is telling me, is that you are blocking yourself with subconscious blockages. And these things in your subconscious can really, really affect the other areas of your body. Okay. Now, the Nine of Cups is in the reverse position. So, this is where you're not able to manifest the happiness, the fulfillment that you want on your own. Okay. So, this is where a lot of people will say, well, if I had this, I would be able to do this. And if I had that, I'd be able to do that. Okay. And this energy is it that you're limiting yourself. So a lot of people, first of all, the reason why you're not manifesting what you want is because you already have a limited belief in what it is that you can manifest. You already are limiting yourself. Okay. Then we get the Three of Pentacles. When you can stop limiting yourself, and see, this is easier said than done. This is the reason why, people like myself exist, because you can have that growth in your finances. A lot of people want financial security, but then again, they don't want it. They want it, but they don't want it. They want it, but they don't believe that they can obtain it. They want it, but they don't believe in themselves. Okay. So, Three of Pentacles, I'm sorry, it's not the Three of Pentacles, it's the Six of Pentacles. It's the same thing as the Three of Pentacles, though I don't know why I thought this was the three. But the Six of Pentacles does represent growth on top of that growth, to where you are actually getting a return for the energy that you are putting out there. And then also it has something to do with your law of attraction. Now, the Ace of Swords comes up. This is where a lot of people have to be able to free their mind of the things that limit you subconsciously. Many of us are possibly carrying this from our childhood, and even with trauma. I will tell you that there are a lot of people that, and yeah, we grew up with people like that. We grew up with people that were totally subservient, to this demonic energy that limits us. Okay, so it's time for you to lift that glass ceiling off of yourself and expand beyond that. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, Wendy Hall. All right, so the Six of Wands comes up. This is where you have everybody has their own spiritual network, and your spirits do want you to stand up and be the bigger person. Okay, your spirit guides do want you to stand up and be the bigger person. Okay, once you're able to do that and you're able to connect, because you cannot connect with your true self. You cannot connect unless you have, so crown chakra work is gonna need to be done. Now, I will tell you that crown chakra and third eye work can be some of the most difficult, but it can be done. I think that if you choose to get the guidance of a practitioner, the door is always open to me, especially when it comes to financial security. The Ten of Pentacles comes up reversed. The Judgment card comes up reversed. And then the Six of Swords comes up in the reverse position. So these areas of your life are being blocked, but they're being blocked primarily by you. Okay. Again, these areas of your life are being blocked primarily by you. And when you limit yourself, for example, there's a lot of people that And Cardi B was actually just talking about this. I call her on Instagram, and it wasn't the full conversation that Cardi B was having, but she was saying, I don't have to come out and throw dirt at people for me to have success. So there's a lot of people that limit themselves into thinking that. So that's one thing, that's one area or one issue or problem that a lot of people can have. And this is going to automatically limit you. Automatically, it's going to limit your happiness, it's going to limit your self-respect, it's going to limit how you feel about yourself. You're going to feel somewhat low if you do that. So the best thing for you to do is to take your own power, hold your head up, and stop limiting yourselves in that way. Okay. Now, again, speaking of Cardi B, I think that she dealt with a lot of clout chasers, a lot of backbiters. But even if she ever felt that those people were able to limit her, then she would need to work on herself. Okay. So, in order to move past this, you definitely do have to check yourself. You do have to do that. Now, there are some people where financial security is not important to them. I think that when you and so this is a claim that a lot of people, and I believe that when they say this, they are not being honest with themselves. They just have a limited belief on whether or not they can actually do that, whether or not you can actually obtain the things that you want in life. Okay. Now, the Seven of Cups also does represent the emotion, the heart chakra. It is related to the Cancer, Scorpio, and the Pisces. It does talk about what is in your heart. What are you conveying to yourself, not just to other people, but to yourself. Okay. Okay. So you got to understand that when you have those types of limitations on yourself, you're going to consistently be codependent. You're going to consistently, make yourself look bad. And people, what you want is respect. You want to be respected for your ability to pull forward and to use your own strength. And, so when you do that, you don't have to go around and lie on people. You don't have to try to make other people feel or other people look bad. You don't have to make those other people look bad just to make yourself feel better, because you're not going to always be able to rest on that, because judgment does come up, and judgment is an energy. Judgment is karma. So this is going to result in that negative karma. It always is, and you're never going to be able to move forward. You're never going to have that inner peace. You're always going to have that inner in tranquility within yourself, to where you're not going to be happy, and you're constantly codependent on, this person is this and that person is this, and look at me because this other person is. No, you got to come out of that, because number one, it makes you look bad. It's going to always make you look bad. People are going to have a perception of you that you don't have enough of your own self-respect. Okay. People love people that respect themselves. Being in that mode is not respecting yourself at the end of the day. So you're always going to have this struggle of trying to make other people look bad, and you can't do that. This is your journey, and your journey by yourself. Nobody else has to do that for you. Nobody else has to sacrifice themselves for you. Okay. So, and then also the Six of Wands does represent doing the right thing, and the devil represents lies. Okay. I've actually had issues with people that felt like telling lies on me was going to advance them, and it didn't. And they'll never advance as long as they're doing that. And that's just the reality of it. Okay. Um, I am going to throw one last advice card for the Seven of Cups. Just to answer Terrence Cooper's question, currently my readings, my 30-minute readings are 40, 60-minute readings are 60, and then my consultations are 55. So if you guys want a reading, the link to my website is below. I do also provide business coaching for people. Okay. I've actually helped a lot of people start their business. Their businesses are still successful. They still come to me to get prosperity rituals. Okay. So if you guys want to contact me for that, also the subconscious blockage flushings, getting rid of those blockages that limit us. And if you want to expand, because I feel like there's a lot of people that want to expand, you're going to have to start within your own mind. Trying to make somebody else look bad ain't going to do nothing for you. It's just going to make you look bad. And that's the reality of it. Okay. So let me throw one more card. Spirit guides, what final advice do you want to give on the Seven of Cups? So this is what I want to tell you. Getting spiritual work done on yourself. This is what my guides are gearing me towards. Yes, I do provide love work for people, but I mainly provide the cleanses, the hex removers, the unblockages, the road openers, the crown of success rituals, the prosperity rituals. Okay. Final advice is going to be the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is somebody that is very financially secure. And he's also talking about negative subconscious blockages, doing negative things, your your law of attraction. If you are feeling blocked, you are doing it to yourself because people probably perceive you as being distasteful, as being distrustful. They feel as though you don't have enough compassion, in particular if you are trying to work with the general public. So you're going to always have problems if you continue to do that. The Nine of Pentacles comes up talking about working on yourself. Also, the one thing I've been thinking about is weight loss spells. So there's a lot of people that want to lose weight. They want to get themselves in shape. And I'm actually going to be doing I think we're in like a crescent moon. We're still in a new moon energy, but you guys can contact me about the weight loss and the body sculpting rituals. They really, really do help as far as with that is concerned. But I feel like what it is, okay, you want this, you want to look like that, you want this and you want that, but you don't want to actually build yourself up to get to where you want to be. So that's another thing when it comes to self-image. Okay, trying to ruin somebody else's image is not going to help your image. You just work on self. Okay, so King of Pentacles comes up, Knight of Cups is talking about cleansing yourself of that energy. And also some of you that want an easy life, you don't want the struggle. Okay. The reason why you have the struggle is because of the negative subconscious blockages. And then also the insecurity and the non-belief in self. Okay. Okay. Anyway, guys, that is all that I have for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Again, hit that thumbs up. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. Share this video. And if you guys want to reach me, the link to my website is below. Bless to you guys, and I'll see you next time. Love and light.